Guys, they do have another tight end, though, on this. He had a top 10 finish as well. Dallas Goedert finished tight end 10 last year, had 58 receptions, 86 targets, 607 yards, 5 touchdowns. Your thoughts around Dallas Goedert?
Okay, I was big on Goddard when he came out of school, obviously, because he went to school just down the road here. So I knew what kind of talent he was. It's nice to see that he is developing into that talent. We know that Carson Wentz likes to use the tight end. He's used the tight end throughout college, now into the professional ranks. So it was no surprise to me that the Eagles spent a second-round pick on Dallas Goedert to bring him in and really give Carson another weapon so that they can be in run fronts and still have the passing game be an option. Now, that being said, Goddard, because because I think he's next to, and you're comparing him to Ertz on the same team, is not as exciting of a prospect. So there's no way that you're going to handcuff your tight end. I mean, if you're handcuffing your tight end, I think you're doing it wrong. But, I mean, you be happy if you're going by our tier system. You know, that first tier, I think Goddard is in kind of that second tier, you know, where if you start seeing tight ends go in your draft, you might want to be considerate of where he is.
Goddard, of no fault of his own, is a guy that I am fading for where he's going in drafts. And here's part of the thing. The Eagles pumped up their wide receiver room, just like what we got done talking about. So now they have a bunch of mouths to feed, and someone has to take the hit. You're not going to be able to keep everybody happy, whether it's, you know, Alshon or Djax or Jalen or JJ or Ertz or Goddard. I mean, they're on top of Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. So there's 7 options right there without even truly diving into their depth chart. Someone's taking a hit here. I don't think it's any fault of Goddard's. I think that they have other weapons on the outside. I think Dallas Goedert is a very exceptional run blocker, and they will continue to use him as such to help facilitate Miles Sanders and Boston Scott. And I do think you see a little bit of regression in the rankings there. Now, some of that, his end of year numbers might be close to, but I think a lot of it is, I think some other tight ends are going to have better years. I think this position group this season is as deep as I can remember it. So I do think we're going to see some surprises. Goddard's the back end of tight end 1 territory. I'd rather take a guy who's, you know, that tight end 2 category with a lot higher upside and without the guy sitting in front of him being a top 5 guy than Goddard, and hoping he finds a way to fit in with that offense. So he has the skill set to do it. He's absolutely a guy that, you know, if you're doing dynasty drafts, he's a good dynasty asset to have, because Zach Ertz most likely only has a couple years left before the Eagles aren't going to want to financially contribute to his cause, knowing that they have this young guy in the exact same room. So he is the guy that I've pegged as the Eagles, you know, receiver bust for 2020, because you got to pick someone. Someone is going to shit the bed, and I just picked Dallas Goedert.
So would you rather have Jonnu Smith, Dallas Goedert?
Jonnu for the value. I don't want to spend a 7th round pick on a number 2 tight end on a team.
I'll take Goddard.
Those right now ADP shows those guys very close together. Last one. We'll do another one real quick here. Goddard or TJ Hawkinson?
Goddard.
Yeah, I'm Goddard too.